What is going on, guys? PapaSea back to the Duel Links video for you guys, and today we'll be looking at another 6 Samurai deck. This one is a 20 card variant. Yesterday we looked at the 30 card variant, which I don't really think is that great anymore. In theory it could be good, but that deck, unlike with spellbooks, if you don't open grass, you have virtually no plays. Transversely, if you go up against another grass deck, you have no plays because you can't activate your grass. So anyway, let's look at the 20 card build, which is definitely more consistent because you don't have to rely on grass, like I said. So this deck is a lot different than I originally thought it would be when building this deck. And this deck actually went through a lot of different iterations while I was building it. I actually played in a pretty small, it was a rookie tournament. Like, I'm in this Discord server, I'll link it in the description. It's not my own Discord server, it's a different Discord server for Duel Links tournaments. And they have different ranks for each tournament. So it was just a rookie tournament. There's like rookie, bronze, silver, gold, and I think there's one above that. I think it's diamond, I don't know. And it was in a rookie tournament, and I brought this deck, or 6 Samurais I should say, to the finals. I ended up losing to Noble Knights. Noble Knights are insane, by the way. I want to make a deck on them soon, but I don't have all the cards yet. Basically, I was playing a very different variant. I was basically playing it as if it were the TCG deck back in like 2007 with like double Zanji, double Yaichi, all that jazz. This deck is definitely more adapted to dueling, so let's get right into it. So first off, great Shogun Shien. Wish I could play 2. Also want to preface this by saying this deck isn't fully optimized. I definitely expect this deck to make a lot of changes. Just within the past 2 days, I've made so many changes to this deck, and I'm sure I'll continue as time goes on. But this is definitely the build I feel the most comfortable with right now. So first off, great Shogun Shien. You can special summon it from your hand when you have 2 6 Samurais on the field. Your opponent can only activate 1 spell or trap card per turn. Very, very good card. I was playing against a burn deck, or not a burn deck, well, it was like a mill deck or something like that that had like Massive Morph and stuff like that. You play this, they can't activate multiple traps. If they Massive Morph one of your monsters, they can't Windstorm or something like that. Very good card, a little bit hard to summon because you need 2 6 Samurais, but Grandmaster helps that out a lot. You could potentially have 3 monsters on board if you open with a really broken hand. Grandmaster, got my 3rd one last night, by the way. I spent like $8 in the new set. Got a Grandmaster, really lucky with this set that I got 3 Grandmasters in less than like, I think I got in less than 150 packs, got 3 Grandmasters, so pretty lucky. But anyway, you control 6 Sam, special summon from your hand. If it's destroyed by your opponent's card effect, you add a 6 Sam from the graveyard to your hand. If you have another 6 Sam in the graveyard already, you can just add the same Grandmaster back to your hand. Very, very good. Sometimes against Sylvan players, because, you know, Sylvan players don't like reading cards. If you go, say, Iroh Special Grandmaster, and they Providence it, and you have another 6 Sam in graveyard, you just get the Grandmaster back, and then you can special summon it again. So, very cool. Next up, Double Iroh. In my opinion, the best 4-star 6 Samurai. Actually, the best old 4-star 6 Samurai. I think Doji is probably the new best 4-star 6 Samurai. What does this guy do? When he attacks face down defense mission monster, destroy it automatically. You attack Komoshimo, doesn't flip, doesn't mill 5. You attack a Magical Merchant, doesn't flip, doesn't mill 30. Very good card. You may notice I'm not playing, what's it called, Zanji anymore. Zanji's not a bad card, but I feel like in so many situations, and I said this a lot in the video yesterday, Zanji was just an 800 B stick for me that didn't do anything. While Iroh was live a lot against Sylvans, it's live against any deck that sets a lot, and I really do like it. Next up, there's a recent addition. I didn't test the deck since adding Hand. I was playing double Yaichi. Yaichi destroys back row, and Hand destroys face up. Or is it face up monster? Yeah, it is. No, any monster. Doesn't have to be face up. So you tribute another 6 Samurai or itself, destroy face up monster, or destroy a monster, excuse me. You can activate it as many times in a turn as you want. Very good, because what you could do is you could go, if you have like Yaichi on the field, you can go Yaichi, next turn summon Hand, special Grandmaster, and pop 2. Very good. Then I have the one Yaichi, which is basically the same as Hand, except for face down back row cards. I just felt like there were too many situations where I wish I had a Hand, and I just put one in. Now, next card, the bread and butter of the deck, the real engine of the deck, so to say, is going to be Doji and Cunning, and Powerful Rebirth, I guess, to an extent. So Doji. I said it yesterday in the video that I thought that Doji would be the only new Secret Samurai you would play, and I thought I was wrong. Turns out, I think I'm right now. Secret 6 Samurai Doji, one of the new cards, only an N. What does he do? When you summon or special summon, when you summon another 6 Samurai monster, basically, you can send another 6 Samurai from your deck to your graveyard. Very good. Then he has the same effect as every Secret 6 Samurai monster. If it's in your graveyard and a monster on your field is destroyed by a card effect, you can banish this instead. Again, very good against Sylvans. They mill him martially. If they try to hit your Iroh, you have Doji in grave. Remove Doji, you keep your Iroh. Very good. Now, 2 Super Rush, 2 Econ. I feel like Super Rush is needed for the Amazonas matchup because this deck kind of gets clapped by Amazonas, I'm not going to lie. It is a really tough matchup because the way you beat Amazonas with any deck is you have to make sure you always have one more monster than them. So having Grandmaster, having Shogun helps, but having Super Rush to get around their onslaught is very good. Wish I could play 3. I think I was playing 3, and I forgot what I cut it for. I think I pulled a 3rd Grandmaster and I cut it for a 3rd Grandmaster. I don't know. 2 Econ. I just feel like Econ's needed. There was a lot of times where I just Iro Grandmaster Econ take for game. I was playing a D hero player. He just first turned, summoned a Dangerous in defense mode, did nothing else. I think I had Iro and Grandmaster and Econ. Iro, Grandmaster, Econ take, tribute Iro, take the Dangerous, attack for 41. Very, very good. Now, Cunning. Basically a mass change for the deck, in a sense. Send 1 face-up 6 samurai monster you control to the graveyard. Target 1 6 samurai monster in either player's graveyard, special summon it. Now, let's say I have Grandmaster on the field, Cunning in hand, and an Iro in the graveyard. Or any other 6 samurai in the graveyard for that matter. What I can do is I can go Grandmaster, attack for 21, Cunning, send Grandmaster to the graveyard, then summon the same Grandmaster again, attack for 21 again. Very, very good card. And this kind of acts like a little bit of a toolbox. Same with Powerful Rebirth. You know Powerful Rebirth, though, special summon level 4 monster. If you don't have this, you could play Return of the 6 Samurai, which is arguably better in some situations because Return of the 6 Samurai can get Grandmaster while Powerful Rebirth can't. However, Powerful Rebirth gives you the 100 attack boost, and Return of the 6 Samurai destroys the 6 Sam at the end phase. So it is a trade-off, but if you do play Return, what you could do is, like, let's say you have a hand on the field and you return an Iro. At the end phase, if Iro be destroyed, you can use Iro's effect and destroy hand instead. So you could do that. Not a bad option, but anyway, Cunning and Powerful Rebirth. What you do, Doji, summon the Grandmaster, or summon any other 6 Sam when you have Doji on the field. Send any 6 Sam you want to the graveyard, and then you have them live for Cunning. It's kind of acting like a toolbox. So many times, first turn against Sylvans, I go Doji, special Grandmaster, send Iro if they have a set monster, nothing else. Cutting, bring back the Iro, attack the Komushimo, destroy it, no effect activation, attack for 21 direct. Very, very good. And on top of that, if I have a Super Rush set or an Econ, that's why I want to play more Super Rush, because I feel like this deck can be really explosive. It just needs a little bit more back row, because against Sylvan, since it's a really luck-dependent matchup, especially playing Grit, like, you could easily remove their Komushimo first turn and make it so the effect doesn't activate and attack them for 21, but then if, you know, they top a Marsh Leaf, summon it, mill a Rose Lover, summon a Guardioak, mill a Marsh Leaf, not much you could do. So that's kind of why I really want to play more Super Rushes. Even like Wall of D's would be nice, but just it's so hard to find room in this deck. Now, I did say earlier that I didn't think 3 Grandmaster would be very good, and I thought 2 would be better, but once I started playing the Doji variant with Restart, I found myself so many times wishing that I could open with Doji and Grandmaster as much as possible. Even just Grandmaster and any other 6 Sam isn't bad. If you open absolute bananas and open, say, Grandmaster, any other 6 Samurai monster, Shien, and like a Super Rush, you're just chilling because your opponent can only activate 1 spell and trap per turn. You have a Super Rush to protect your monsters. Such a good combo. Then for the extra deck, the only card that matters, Secret 6 Samurai Rihan. I don't think I've summoned this thing yet with this build. What does he do? It's a contact fusion, 3 Secret 6 or 3 6 Samurai monsters on the field with different attributes, so you can't use multiple Grandmasters, which kind of sucks. Once per turn, you can banish 1 6 Samurai card from your hand, I think it's hand or field, I always forget, and target 1 card in the field to banish it. Not a bad effect, just kind of hard to summon. So either way, that was a long-winded explanation of this deck. I just really, really like this deck. I'm in Legend 2 right now with it. Let's see how we do with it in this video. So since it's so late in the season, it's currently the 23rd, might actually get King of Games today with this deck. I tried so hard to get King of Games for so long with Counter Fairies, then I tried with Roids, no success, and the new set came out. We got ourselves some 6 Samurais, we got ourselves some Noble Knights, got Boojins. I haven't seen Boojins yet, but I'm seeing a lot of Cyrus lately. Like, I found a Cyrus player last night, and he was just playing Sylvans with no skill, and I'm just like, why? Like, what are you doing? Like, do you just want to level up Cyrus? Is that the case? So this hand I will restart, because like I said, it's not a terrible hand, but like, Grandmaster Doji is just way too good. And when you're playing 20 card, yeah, there we go. Grandmaster Doji Cunning. Like, I can, like, first turn, I can get out any 6 Samurai I want and get the effect off, which is just so good. Well, except for Yaichi, because I have Yaichi in hand. That's the only problem about playing one of each. And again, it's Sylvans. Like, I don't get it. Like, why are you playing Cyrus with Sylvans? Is there something that I'm missing? Luckily, he milled a Marshall Leaf first turn when it didn't help him at all. Okay, we got a second Grandmaster, which is fine. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to summon Doji. I'm expecting there to be a set Providence. And I will special summon Grandmaster. And then if he Providences this, we're in a good spot. Use Doji's effect. Okay, no Providence, I guess. So I'm going to send... I think I'm going to send Hand or Iro. Because if he sets a Komushimo, Hand would be... or Iro would be good. But Hand is good against, like, Guardioaks and stuff. I'm going to send a Hand. Let's do that. Now, should I push for game here and be stupid aggressive? Because what I could do is I could attack attack again, and then Cunning? Or do I want to set the Cunning? I have no reason to set the Cunning, to be honest. So I'm going to keep it. I don't know if I'm going to activate it, though. Another good thing about Cunning is if they're playing something like Wall of D, you can Cunning, so that's kind of nice. Or if they just Windstorm or something like that, Econ. There's the Econ. So does he hit the Doji or the Grand... He hits the Doji, not the Grandmaster, which is interesting. Now, if I were to Cunning, I would get Doji's effect again, which is kind of nice. Because Doji's effect can activate multiple times a turn. So, why would you Econ the Doji and not... Because you have double Econ. Okay, now... I think I am going to Cunning just so he doesn't have a monster on board, because if he taps a Guardio, that's pretty bad. So I will Cunning. I will go Grandmaster. For Grandmaster. In attack mode. Doji's effect's going to activate. They also added that new thing where it like zooms in when the monster effect activates, which I kind of like. I will set an Iroh. Now you could set Cunnings if you want. If you want to thin the deck, you don't need Cunnings, which is great. Because part of the reason why I love Doji's effect is just because of that exact reason. You can just deck thin like crazy. Alright, so he has 1 card in hand, no Rose Lover in grave, 2 Econs are burned. And he just forfeits because he knows he can't beat me. The power of the 6 Samurai, too strong for you Sylvan players. You can't click yes when I have an Iroh. Iroh says no. Alright, let's go on to game 2. Again, I know I say this literally every video. Don't like Sylvans, especially Grit Sylvans. I noticed people tend to complain about Master Heroes a lot too, which like I don't know. Like I saw on Reddit like people were complaining about Sylvans as they do, as I do, and people were saying like, oh, Sylvans are annoying, but how about those Master Heroes? And everyone's like, what about Master Heroes? I don't know. Like people tend to really hate on Masters. I just think they're just a really good deck. Life point boost A. I will use my skill. Interesting. So I like having 2 monsters in hand. I don't have 2 monsters in hand. This isn't that bad though, because I have a 6 Sam monster and protection and a powerful rebirth if I don't want to use a super rush and he destroys my 6 Sam. So it's life point boost A. Could be Archfiends, card of the soul. I don't know. I like Archfiends. I'm just not a fan of the life point boost A card of the soul variant. I just don't think it's as good as just regular restart. Like yeah, you can search for your horror, but like it's cool. Like I mean, you play 3 anyway, might as well just play restart. Gotta summon it. And you're gonna activate Advanced Draw. Okay. I'm guessing you didn't have his trap ready? And there's the trap. So this is where like Commode would come in handy. Commode, I don't play it, but it destroys a face-up spell or trap. So against Archfiends and against Amazon, it's not bad. But against everything else, it sucks, because nothing else plays face-up spell and traps. Except for like, I mean, Water SSA does, I guess, but... Nobody's really playing that anymore, as I voice crack. So I'm not gonna set my Cunning because it does nothing. Like you can't Cunning when you have no monsters in grave. That would be pretty crazy if you could, because I would potentially have game here if I could do that. So he takes that. I wonder what the set card is then. Maybe just have a Fiend in hand to discard for... I forget the names of the traps, but like Archfiend Roar, Archfiend... I don't know. One of the Archfiend traps where you discard a Fiend and special summon a monster. So what does he have here? He has another Princess. As I burp there, excuse me. If you use the effect and just Powerful Rebirth, that's fine. Unless he targets a Powerful Rebirth. Can you target a spell sharp with this? Yeah, it's 1 card on the field, okay. So what are you gonna hit? He's thinking. Gonna banish this. Okay. Hit my monster or my back row? Hits the Super Rush. Kind of forced to activate it now, aren't I? If I draw another monster, I could just summon it and then use Hand's effect. So we'll see that. I mean, I doubt he would have attacked anyway, but now he can't. See, I don't think he could summon a monster here. Escape from the Dark Dimension. Okay, he is playing a very interesting Archfiend deck. Very interesting Archfiend deck. Can you use the effect? I think I lose here. Potentially. I'm forced to Powerful Rebirth, but the thing with 6 Sands is I don't have a monster on board. I don't have a monster in hand. I don't really have a play here, which is really where 6 Samurai struggle. Like you need multiple monsters on board. I guess Spellbooks would be a pretty bad matchup too. Then I'll Powerful Rebirth, but like I'm still gonna lose. I think I should have done it the first time. I don't know why I didn't. But, I'm pretty sure I lose anyway. Doesn't really matter. I'll take 23 here. Or 13 here, excuse me. Unless he has econ take. Which he's thinking. He's stalling, so he might have it. No, he just stacks. Yeah, I definitely should have activated the first time. But I don't think it really matters, because there's not much I could do here. Yeah, like, there's not much I could do here anyway. So that's unfortunate. Like I said, though, that is where Six Samurais really struggle. You need to have the multiple monsters on board. That's why opening Grandmaster, Doji, Cunning, or just Grandmaster, Doji, and anything is so good. Because you're guaranteed to have multiple monsters on board, which means your Cunnings are going to be live pretty quickly because you have multiple monsters. And I don't know. Especially if you Doji's effect, because you can send things to the graveyard. It's whatever. Let's get another game here. Might be the last one here because I spent kind of a long time explaining the deck here. Alright, so what do we have here? Somebody from France. Jesse Anderson, are you playing Transcendent Crystals or are you a grit scumbag? We're going second. Okay. So what do we have here? No grit. Not a terrible hand. I'm thinking he's Transcendent Crystals, so Yaichi doesn't really do anything in this matchup, so I'm going to restart. That's... Yeah, again, this is one of the problems with playing multiple Grandmasters is, you know, this hand is this is a classic 6-Sam brick right here. Nothing I could do here. So he's restart. Okay, he could be Sylvan still. See, I thought they added a timer to restart where it only give you 20 seconds, but some people are taking so long to decide to restart, and I don't understand it. Like, you look at your hand, if you're playing Sylvans, did you open Go Mushroomo? No, you click restart, probably. Like, I don't understand why it takes people this long. It's like, should I restart? Like, what do you have to think about? Like, I feel like if you have to think about it that long, you probably shouldn't restart. The heck is this? Noble Knights! I haven't seen this one, actually. I have to read this one in a second. I have no play, so I might just lose. Yeah, whenever the deck that I was testing with Noble Knights was playing Balance. I should probably set the Powerful Rebirth. Doesn't really matter, I guess. I think I'm going to lose anyway. And a lot of them times with Balance, it's good because you open a monster and equip spell. Because you only play equip spells. I think that one gains 1,000? Okay. If you summon another monster, I lose. No, you don't have another monster. If I draw a Doji, I'm in a good spot. If I don't draw a Doji, I lose, and you probably won't see this duel. I drew a Doji. Could I win this turn? No, I can't win this turn. I can't get over 29. This thing loses, what is it, 200 each turn? 200 each turn. Yeah, I lose. Pretty sure. I can Doji. I could summon Rihan. I think I have to Rihan here. Hold the phone. I don't think I've ever summoned Rihan. So I use the effect. Use Doji's effect. I will send a Yaichi. Get the Yaichi back with Cunning. And then summon my other Grandmaster and then get Rihan. Okay, let's do that. Or I could just push for game. With hand. I mean, realistically, what's his back row? Let's be stupid aggressive. Let's send hand. Let's Cunning. Let's set... I should have set the Powerful Rebirth first turn, because I would have had game here. I don't think I have game now. Let's bring this back. Now, I could Rihan here. I could Rihan here. Is it worth it? I have to read Rihan. I'm not 100% sure if I could banish Cunning the 6 Samurai. I don't know if it's a 6 Samurai monster. 1 6 Samurai card from your hand to face up on the field. Turn 1 card on the field, banish it. Okay. I think I should go for game. Or not go for game, go for damage. Because if I go for Rihan, I have to use too many resources. I will send the Doji to the graveyard. And hit this. Probably should have read this too. Hold on. Can this thing not be targeted or something? No, it's fine. Okay, Noble Knight's effect activates. Adds an equip spell, right? That's fine. That is fine. Actually, I do have game here. I'm just Cunning. I don't know why I missed a second Cunning. Special this. Set this. I think his second might be a bluff. I think it's just a set equip spell. No, it's something. It is something. Now, unfortunately, when I cunning, I can't send hand for another Grandmaster. I have to go, I have to send Grandmaster when I get Grandmaster, because you can have two Grandmasters on the field at the same time. I'll send Grandmaster for Grandmaster, because I want to have the hand on the field. Grandmaster for Grandmaster. Attack mode. I don't think that's a bluff. I don't know what this set card is, though. Like, it's activatable. He has a Sphere Karibo? I have not seen Sphere Karibo in Noble Knights. Interesting. Very interesting. And yeah, he didn't have any play. Okay. I guess he probably had like a equip spells in his hand and that's it. So, I was certain I was going to lose that one, but we top decked Doji and had two Grandmasters in hand and two Cunnings. So, that just shows you the power, man. Doji, Grandmaster, Cunning, get any 6-ham you want, attack, summon hand, use the... That's why I'm playing hand. If I didn't have hand, I would have lost that 100%. 100%. And you really only need one. Now, the downside about playing, you know, the one-of Samurais is if you open them, you can't send them with Doji, which kind of sucks. But, and, I should say, if they get banished, you can't bring them back. So that's why Onslaught is such a problem for this deck. Either way, really fun deck. Honestly, I don't think it's like tier 1 worthy. Maybe tier 2, probably just tier 3. Definitely like a King of Games worthy deck, though. Maybe not the exact deck list, maybe a more optimized list. You know, maybe people will realize, hey, hand is really good. Let's play 3 hands. Maybe people will be like, you know what, Cunning sucks. Let's cut Cunning. Maybe we'll play Hatsume and Doji. I don't know. Either way, I'm expecting this deck to change a lot, kind of like how Spellbooks did when they first came out. And it wasn't until recent that we realized that, like, Spellbook of Organization is good and stuff like that. Either way, I'm rambling. This is 20 card 6-Sams. Very fun deck. Pretty expensive deck, though. Sorry about that. There's really no inexpensive alternative because you absolutely need Grandmaster for this deck. You can get away without having Shien, but you absolutely need, like, 2 Grandmasters at the bare minimum. Either way, I'm rambling. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys next time. And bye-bye.